and maintains all rights and entitlements up to date. GKM has acquired years of empirical skills in writing, music, communication, public speaking, teaching, leadership, journalism, martial arts, security, as well as specific vocational skills in painting, in printing, and baking. Where are you? GKM.
Greetings all.
Greetings.
We want to thank I'm here on behalf of Picture the Homeless. I'm a member of Picture the Homeless, and I'm here on behalf of Picture the Homeless. And I won't be able to acknowledge everybody in name because of the time. But there's about 4 people I believe I want to acknowledge before talking about the next step. And the next step, I would state to you, really put your seatbelts on, because I'm not the kind of guy that's going to be talking all this hoopla hoopla. And I'll tell you why before I come to the acknowledgement. Because homelessness is a reality. And I see some very terrible things last night. But before I tell you that, I want to first acknowledge the 2 people who put their heart into this and made this their pet peeve. And that is Kendall Jackman and Andreas Pauline. I hope I pronounced your name correctly, Pauline. They really worked hard to make this count a reality and bring it to fruition. And I want to thank them very much for doing this for Picture the Homeless and for the city of New York and the state of New York and the country of America. Now, why did I say that? Because we're not just talking citywide, we're talking statewide, nationwide, and perhaps worldwide. Bear that in mind, because this is an epidemic that none of us should close our eyes on. I want to thank also Professor Tom Angadi for partnering with Picture the Homeless and making it possible that we can be here at the Roosevelt House. Okay? Thank you, Mr. Angadi. And I want to also acknowledge our executive director. See, she tries to just step back and be, but I want to tell you something. This woman has held down this organization of Picture the Homeless for 10 to 12 years with a whole lot of BS coming in and out. And I'm telling you, it ain't easy dealing with some homeless people, because some homeless people have lost their minds because of the condition of homelessness. Did you hear me? Yeah. It's not a joke. It's not a joke. Alright? So these here, for 10 to 12 years, putting up with, I want to say what I really want to say without it, you BS. You know what I'm saying? It's not an easy task to do. So a lot of kudos to Lynn Lewis. We thank you, Lynn Lewis, for holding up Now, I want to read something here before I get into this, because there's a man in the world who America and the Western world respects as the man with the Word of God. And he's known as the Pope. And this Pope today is Pope Benedict XVI. And he said about 4 or 5 years ago, giving a message urging world leaders, listen very carefully, to ensure a more just distribution of the world's resources. God intended for the world's resources to be available equally to all. Did you hear that? All right? Now some of us say, why you put God in it? I'm just quoting the Pope. All right? That's all I'm doing right now. Now, I just want to say we're talking about the next step. And something troubles me and bothers me with time. The constraints of time. Because there's only a little bit of time you got to speak to this. But in my mind, 24/7, 24 hours, 7 days a week, people who are subjected to homelessness got all the time in the world. At Grand Central, at Grand Station,
at Union Square, Times Square, Central Park, all the time in the world, sitting around being harassed by New York's finest. And by the way, did we not just see that Commissioner Kelly had to apologize for what he did to the Muslims, damaging the Muslim reputation in America and the world, programming police to profile Muslims as terrorists? Well, I'm going to tell you what they do to homeless people. They profile them as being a nobody, a non-person, a non-human being. Just last night, I witnessed with my own eyes. I tried to get it on the flip cam, but it didn't work. And what did the guy was doing? All he was doing was sleeping. Listen to what I said. Sleeping. And we're talking about the next step. And I want to make this point before I tell you the next step. The man was sleeping in Penn Station. I deliberately went down to Penn Station in Grand Central last night to try to prepare or get my thoughts together for the day. And what did they do? Get up. He didn't get up. He was out. Then what they do? Woo! Whatever. Woo! And the guy's here while he's sleeping. That could cause the person to have a heart attack. But this is what they're doing, and we, the people, are allowing it to be done. But we can change this whole condition, because all this talk about the cow don't mean nothing until we go into these buildings and take back the land. But we're talking about, come on with us, and let's go in the buildings, take them over, and take back the building. Now, I like what he was out the other day. He said, we can live, and go in and do it illegally, and we'll live. Or do it legally, and we die. Well, you want me to tell you what? I'm ready to do it illegal and live. Because I don't want to die right now. Okay? So, we've got to get to take back the land. You know, it bothers me when the time is good, because there really is some things I really wanted to really point out about how serious and important it is to take the next step. The next step is also with Intro 48. This woman here, Kendall Jackson, put up online a petition. And you know what? If we did once, I don't want to say if, I said once we did 50,000 endorsements on this petition, the council will have to put it on the calendar. And they will have to take it up for an up and down vote. Because you know why? The Governor Cuomo said when democracy works when the people speak. So let us speak by going and endorsing this petition. We'll give you this information how to get online to endorse this petition. We want you also to go in the back and we want you to sign up with our warehouse coalition so that we can start campaigning to go against all these things that are taking place against homeless people and creating this condition. Okay? We want you also to stand with us against this unaffordable housing. Stand up with us to fight back against affordable housing. Because they have a concept that they say is affordable housing, and we have a concept that is more to the reality. Their concept is for the well-to-do, but the reality is that there are people who can't afford these rates that they have. I'm not afford because they already did that. It's in the book, so that's just a waste of time for me to quote all that. Let's just stand up and do it. Okay. See, my thought has been a little disturbed because I got a rush of time. And I really want to say that we can't afford to just sit on our butts and feel comfortable. And I don't mean to say that to be disrespectful, but I'm going through this myself. And in my mind, I can't understand how people who claim to be human beings, fellow human beings, and there's a statement that says, there, but for the grace of God, go I. So we all been down in Grand Central, I believe. We all been down in Penn Station, mean. We all been in all these places where we see homeless people. We've been on the drink. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. I just want to tell you that I need so much money because I just got out of jail, or I just lost my home, or because this or that and the other. And if you just give a penny or something to eat, I'll be all right. We all heard that. We all seen that show day in and day out. So how can you tell me that you don't have a heart to feel that if that was your sister, your brother, your mother, your uncle, your aunt, yourself, think of yourself in that same predicament. And if you really think of yourself in that same predicament, you will get outraged, you will get upset, and you'll do something about this condition. And all of us here today, we represent 4 or 5 people. We'll get them, and we'll go on City Hall and say, put that Intro 48 bill on the calendar for starters and stop homelessness. I really want to say a little more, and I just want to tell you that I ain't about all this talking. I'm about this doing. So come to Picture the Homeless so you can find more about what to do and how to do it. Roll up your sleeves, roll up your pants, get off your high horse, and come on and let's work together as a team. We, the people, let's show what that really means.